Hey everyone, this is an amazing story. This is my friend John. Now, John used to be British motocross, motorbike and sidecar champion. And unfortunately, to cut a long story short, he lost his toes after an accident. So he used to be a size 44 in a shoe, and now he's a size 30. As you'll see in a sec, when the camera pans round, he actually doesn't have most of the end of his feet. But that doesn't stop him. Now, we were asked by Lake to try and help John, which we gladly did. And Lake sorted him out some shoes. And then what we're trying to do with him is try and sort out how he applies force through the pedals. So we've got a much smaller shoe for John this time. So we opted for a CX242. Fantastic shoe for John. And we also had to mould him a set of insoles. Now, one of his feet is very slightly longer than the other one, and John used to be a size 44, but now he's effectively, on his bigger foot, a size 30. Now, we couldn't opt for a size 30 shoe, first of all, because there's very limited choice, but the width of his foot is still that of a size 44. So the arch is that of a size 44. So even if there was an option for that particular size shoe, his foot wouldn't go in there. So what we did is we opted for a Lake CX242, which is a very clever shoe. So it's got multiple fastenings, so grip and hold his foot in place. And what I decided to do is to mould him an insole and effectively put foam toes in at the end of the shoe for him. When John walks around, he has a brace that goes around his shin and his calf, which effectively holds his foot in place and stops his foot from slipping outside of his walking shoe. Now, the difficulty with that is that because the ankle needs flexion in terms of a pedal stroke, we couldn't opt for that option. So what I'm trying to do here is create a set of toes for John, but without actually aggravating the end of what's left of his foot. Here I am shaping the toe area so that it fits in the shoe perfectly. Just checking that everything is perfectly smooth and rounded so it fits in the shoe properly. The next stage is to heat up the Lake CX242, which has got mouldable carbon fibre heel cup, and then mould it perfectly to John's ankle. Once it's hot enough, we then start the moulding process. So basically John puts his foot in and then I mould it to his heel cup. It just takes a couple of minutes and we just wait for the carbon fibre to cool, and it should be perfectly moulded to John's heel. The next stage is to just check the fitment of the foam toes, which is what I'm doing here now, and then see if it fits nicely in the shoe. There we have it, the perfect fit. Right, let's see what John thinks of it now. I think he's reasonably happy. Last thing to do is to get Rory to do the cleat alignment, which he does perfectly well, and then for John to test ride the new shoes. Here he is, looking forward to it. This is what the shoes look like, and this is what the insole looks like. A huge thank you to Richard at Lake for introducing me to John, and if you like stories like that and want to follow us, then we'd be ever so grateful. Thanks for watching.